Hello everybody and welcome to episode 117 of the Pentagon Challenge. As you saw in the episode 116 that went probably way over time, we were successful in the first leg of the NACL final, but we have to get the job done in Estadio Azul, a place which has great doubts for us and great heartbreak, but we have a goalless draw, possibility to win the North American Champions League, which would be a very rare success for Monarcas Morelia and would mean I would win a trophy, the trophy actually, before the time of my 3-year contract expires. So as you can see, we are runners up in 2028 to this very opposition, and if we go to the overview, the most we've done is win in Mexican First Division opening stage in the year 2000. There was a Mexican Cup as well, but that wasn't during my period in charge, and then so on and so forth for these other trophies. But Monarcas Morelia trying to win a North American Champions League for the first time, whereas our opponents for today, Cruz Azul, are probably looking for another success. They've won it 5 times. Well, as is known as the North American Champions Cup. They've won the Champions League once. We can check the history of the tournament now. Past winners since 2008/09, Atalante beat Cruz Azul in the very first final. They got their victory in the year 2013/2014, and ever since then they haven't really challenged for this trophy. So to get revenge now will be oh so sweet. And you can see the majority of finals had American opposition, or in some cases Canadian, with the MLS of course, and and indeed the vast majority of title wins have gone to Mexico, and in this case, despite a massive deficit in the semi-final at one stage, it is an all Mexican affair, and we're going to go straight into that now. We will name the same side that got us the victory at home, but as I say, a 1-0 defeat in favour of Cruz Azul means that we are runners up in the tournament, so we have to score. That's the minimum. If we do concede, we have to score back, and then they'd have to do what we did in the first leg and gain the advantage with a second goal. So there we go, the exact same team. Everybody is fit and raring to go. I don't need to bring anyone else in from the bench. I'm very happy with the side. Everybody is ready to go, of course, so let's head straight in. No need to edit the video at this point, so we'll just have a brief chat, I suppose. The main crux of this is I'm not planning a full-time return. This is just a special, because we made the North American Champions League and we could have 2 of the 5 portions of the Pentagon as part of this challenge, so it would be absolutely huge. I wouldn't have expected to win 2 out of the 5, especially the Copa Libertadores. I was very doubtful to ever win that. But I'd say a lot of people would agree the NACL is the easiest of the 5 to win, because the lack of competition between the major countries, it's a very short tournament, and the fact that the majority of leagues you need in this are playable. So American, MLS and Mexican Premier Division, they're all playable. So the Liga Bancomer MX, I'm sure it's called. So anyway, they're playable, whereas in Asia you probably need to be in charge of a South Korean club or a Saudi Arabian club or an Australian club to stand any chance of winning that tournament. And in South Africa, or excuse me, in Africa, their Champions League is only accessible to South African clubs from the default game settings. So I have to get back to South Africa one day to try and win that tournament. I never even had a go at it. Whereas with the Asian Champions League, I've tried it. I've tried this tournament and we're nearly going to win it. We tried the Copa, we won it, and we tried in Asia and we didn't get very far. And then Europe, I've played it before on FM games gone by. So let's focus purely on this game. We've got players in form at the right time. We are fresh and raring to go. Whereas for them, I actually didn't do my marking, did I? Oh, I did. So we've got Paolo back in the side. He's ready. Reyes not so. Bravo not good. Garcia looks like a youngster to me. Juarez very tired. We've got very tired Musinho. Ramirez tired. Moreno tired. Adrielson fit. And Vicente fit. And then we've a change of goalkeeper as well. That's very peculiar. But anyway, we have to get out there. We need to perform, and we need to win this Champions League so I can become a club favourite and leave the club without having to sign a new contract, and make sure our departure is very, very amicable. So we'll do the counter and fluid approach again, stay on our feet once more, and we may just go short passing and low crossing and maybe stop rowing from positions in the early periods. We don't want to give away a cheap goal before I can count to 10. So here we go, time for kickoff. Everybody's packed out in the Estadio Azul and we can get underway for a full live comm with the Champions League title on the line. North American supremacy is available for the winner of this tie, whether it be us on the night, and it's Wally Ricardo getting involved early, or Cruz Azul after extra time, or whenever. It's all happening here and now. 2 shots either side, so a goalless draw suits us absolutely fine. I want to demand more. We're not doing well. Cruz Azul starting to ascend into a prominent position. Rocinho on the left hand side gives it to Paulo. Okoro tackles. He has work to do to make sure he wins another Man of the Match award. A terrible pass between each defender, to be honest, and we can resume a new attack. Gonzalez was unlucky not to keep a clean sheet in the first leg because of how good that shot was. Okoro gives it away again. Oh, I've got to hold my head in my hands. It's a goal for Paulo. No away. No offside flag worries there. It's 1-0 to Cruz Azul, and I think we need to attack. That was dreadful, simply dreadful, and it means we have to score to get back into the lead. It's not happening, for God's sake. Let's not do this all over again. Hernandez feeds Galindo and he strikes the woodwork despite being in offside position, so it's kind of irrelevant, but definitely it's a less open flowing game here in Cruz Azul's territory. We're absolutely shocking here and my nerves have exasperated. We won't score at the brink of half time, it looks like. We've only had 3 shots on goal all game, and that is dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Giving away a cheap goal, and we have to do something else. This is exceptionally concerning. That these players were so good in the first leg with the home advantage, but it's all evaporated here in the second leg, and we've got to get out and hurry the hell up in the second leg, or else we're done for. Come on! Not having this, please. We've gone so long together and through so much. To lose on a 1-0 would be exceptionally disappointing, but it could get worse. Good block. We would have to score once to get extra time. Adrelison was in a very threatening position, but thankfully he wasn't going to get to that ball first. They've got Salcedo on the pitch. How are we doing so poorly? Give me a break. Oh, it's another poor pass, and it gives Cruz Azul the chance. We've done better on passing. Reyes offside. Well, we haven't even had a shot. Come on. For God's sake. And we'll have to roam from positions. I think we're used to that. Fernando Hernandez comes on now. I think we'll have to make a change. This is exceptionally dire. I think we need Kota this time. I know Shihar knows how to score, but Kota is a club mainstay, and he could provide on the biggest night of our season. So time to push forward, guys. I'm fed up of this. Here we go, inner opposition half, and it's Okoro on the edge. Kota has to turn, but he doesn't have any support, and it's given away to Dagoberto Bravo. He's lost it to Vasquez, and he inexplicably shoots to the other wing on the ground. That's always a recipe for disaster, and allows Hernandez in. They could push up in the middle. Ngoyen just put his hands on his opponent, and for some reason it's a straight red. What the hell happened there? Are you shitting me here? What happened? What did he do? It didn't look like he left the ground, or was it lag? I'll have to see this again. Well, he didn't do a thing. What? Was it off the ball? Hang on, I have to look one more time. He was off the ball, and he just lashed out at an opponent. Okay, look, Ngoyen's over here. Keep an eye on him. Oh, come on! The player ran into him, for God's sake. Oh, that's complete shit. Oh my God. That is complete nonsense. And that changes the entire aspect of the game. I think we have to sacrifice Galindo. We have no use for 2 strikers without a centre back. That is bullshit. I have to say, that is bullshit. How did that happen? God's sake. It's not impossible to win from here, but we just need one goal and then pack the defence. That's the way we can, but I have no words for that. That is a terrible decision by our match referee tonight. Really, really embarrassing to have that happen. And Goyen had the man run into him. He was nowhere near the last man back, and we have a free kick on the edge. It's off the crossbar, and maybe that was the moment Cruz Azul needed. It's push forward time. They have 20 minutes before they are crowned the champions of North America, and we're not going to do anything with the free kick like that. It's a terrible decision. Wallace and Ricardo again not retaining the ball. Moreno can clear leisurely, and Reyes with his partner nearby tries to find him. It doesn't work. Polo into Reyes, couldn't be held by the keeper, and it's a corner. Saucedo to take, far post, didn't get the far post, and given away. Galeana has to kick it, but he's fouled, and we have 15 minutes to avoid a humiliating 1-0 defeat. Dagoberto Bravo is injured. Does that mean they're down to 10 men? It does not. I'm not sure. No, they have managed to make a substitution for that. We'll just have to go route one, I think. There's no way about it. We've 10 minutes now. We're counting down the clock. A shocking decision by the referee has altered the destiny of the tie. It's still 1-0 thanks to that save. We could have equalised with our full deck of cards on the field, but we have a lot of work to do as Wallison just puts it out of play when he could have had a run. It's Paolo unmarked down the left. Messinho 1-2 with the striker who will possibly get a medal around his neck. Gonzalez straight at him. Good save, but now we have to get it forward. It's been exceptionally dire from our players. Our strategy has not worked a second time around. It's all Cruz Azul. They have the ascendancy. Paolo should have scored. I think we'll have to pack the midfield. That's all we can do. We've all our three players on the pitch. We'll bring these lads back. I think that's the only way. Like seriously, that fucking penalty. I'm gonna burst a blood vessel if we don't win here. Galeana, far post. Cota not ready for it. Velasquez nowhere near a teammate. It's Okoro. Galeana to win it. Oh no! Big chance. Our fifth of the match, and it looks like we're running out of time. Oh, we've been robbed. Absolutely robbed. Okoro doesn't really know this position, but we'll have to try it. We're really begging for a miracle now. 3 minutes of stoppage time awarded. Messinho, far post doesn't work. Cota has to clear it. Oh dear, no one out of the help. It's Paolo striking for the top of the net. It's a corner kick with a minute of stoppage time already burned. We're not able to find a teammate with that clearance, and it's another corner halfway through this final stage. Wallison heads it away again. Perez couldn't keep it in. It's the third corner of stoppage time. Damn it anyway, fucking hell. No, he's not even trying to get the ball. It's all Cruz Azul now. Final chance, we have to keep it at our feet. Cota, oh, he's lost it, it's game. It's game. Fuck's sake. What happened? How? I don't mind that we lost so much as that we were dominated against and barely got anything on target. Oh, damn it! Fucking penalties. Fuck's sake. Right, I don't know, that's the way it goes. Again, I'm disappointed at the massive important stage. It's bad. It's totally frustrating. We could have scored if we had our full players on the pitch, but we didn't do well up until the goal. It was a terrible giveaway. When I asked the players to keep it short, I just walked into him. Fuck off anyway, stupid. And that might be our best chance to win the NACL. And it means I have a decision to make. Do I sign a new contract and stay with a club I'm starting to, you know, get fed up with, or do I try and my luck at a new continent? Because we had an opportunity to go to FC Seoul. It didn't work. It was they picked a manager from within who had been very loyal to them. As you can see there, that would have been a great job to have. I would have left Morelia for that one, but now I'm not so sure. And we didn't play well in that second leg. But my God, we still should have had something in hand. 1-0 after we win the first leg. 3-1 would have been enough. It's desperately sad. I don't know what I could have done differently. Just stupid away legs anyway. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And as I said, I don't know when I can come back to the series. This was the one I had to win, to be honest. Cruz Azul have beaten us again. The first time this season they've actually managed to get any scoreline against us. And I'm absolutely livid. We beat them at this very ground a few months ago, and for some reason we didn't get the clean sheet we needed this time around, despite an even harsher dominated performance. But anyway, that's the way it's gone. We didn't deserve that red card. I had to rub my eyes in disbelief for that one. But anyway, whenever I can come back for the series, I will do so. And until that opportunity arrives, I'll speak to you then. Goodbye.